taint his logic. Everyone lets emotion corrupt their logic. I do not understand their slavish surrender to the illogical. It defies all reason.
Yeah.
Yes, of course. I am not pinioned by emotion. I must consider a more extreme stratagem. In the meantime, I owe you training.
Okay.
Above all, the Mentat must be a generalist, not a specialist. Specialists are paralyzed by nitpicking and quibbles over commas. The Mentat generalist brings to decision-making a healthy common sense. They must embrace the broad sweep of what is happening in his universe. Say, there's no mystery about this at the moment. This is what we want now, but it may prove wrong later. But we'll correct that when we come to it.
Okay.
Then let us begin. You continue to be an anomaly of rapid learning.
Cool.
I calculated you returning. I know what we have to do now. I know what drastic measures will lead us to success. I have run the computations day and night. I have gone over and over the equation that is Thufir Hawat. I have a solution. There is a Harkonnen informant kept in an Atreides base. You will go. You will assassinate this informant. This is merely the first step in an elaborate plan with phases both myriad and multiform. I will explain the rest when you return. When the great work is complete, it will prove the flaws in their security. It will prove they require my help. I will be here working out the rest of the many details.
Okay. Right. So, if I understood this right, the Trooper Advanced, we're going to need these skills, which is Assault Seekers, Attractor Fields, and Gravity Fields. And we need the same with the Mentat ones. So we haven't unlocked any capstone skill, but we've unlocked this capstone skill. But what did we need? We needed an Assault Seeker. What did we need? We need Gravity Field. Oh, we need a Tractor Field. So the good thing is we can respec this, but that's everything we need to do the Trooper. We got 3 points left. What do we need? We need Salido Decoy, Hunter Seeker, and Poison Mine. Hunter Seeker's all the way up here. Salido Decoy, okay, that would take 3. And then we need 2 for Poison Mine, 2 for Poison Tooth. Two and no, we need Poison Mine anyway. But let's do, if we do this one and this one, we've got the Salido Decoy. We just need to then get 6 more skill points to do that. Okay, and then research now is we're on to the Plastinium, right? So blood bag. Power pack. Yeah, that's crazy. What do we want? We want medium chemical refinery, large ore refinery, medium spice refinery. into vehicles. And then let's have advanced survival fabricator, I think. Ooh, okay, and then yeah, let's take that one. That one. Spice power generator. It's a lot of power, but man, you need a lot of spice, I'm sure, to run it. Anyway, that's really good. Cool.
He might have been feeling a little prejudiced. I'm gonna leave it at that. Someone's got a bit of fucking prejudice against the Harkins, bro.
Cool. Well, that was good progress. Unlocked level 3 trooper, level 3 Mentat, capstone skill Mentat, and we are working on the quest for level 2 Bene Gesserit and Swordmaster. And we're already level 2 on Planetologist. Nice. Nice. Well, that is Hanger Basin. Where do I want to come in? Let's come in here. In fact, we should stop off at the trade post, talk to Lieutenant Tolliver as well. Forgot about that.
We meet again. Let me see. They belong to the informant you were sent to meet. This blasted war of skullduggery. Trenton was innocent. Sometimes I wonder if... No, forget it. The war of assassins takes a toll. Something more than blood. Sometimes I think we own... It's best left unsaid. Good work. Am I so transparent? That can't be a good trait for spycraft. You're right, of course. This war of assassins is a war of attrition and tiny bites. I leapt into it with so much fervor, to answer the call of Duke Leto, to go into battle side by side with Duncan Idaho and Gurney Halleck. Glorious. But that wasn't the reality. No battle to end all battles, just this endless cold war in this hot hell. I thirst not for water, but righteousness. The worst part? The Harkonnens thrive in this. Treachery feeds them. Little by little, we diminish, and the only way out is to be like the enemy. Yes, that is a victory of a kind. Maybe the only victory that truly matters. Thank you. Enough sad philosophy and navel-gazing banter. There's work to do. We've located some of the deserters connected to the ambush. There's a rumored sickness spreading among them. Details are vague, yet frightening. Hope you're not squeamish. I need you to draw blood from the deserters. There should be a console at the camp. Use it to analyze the blood samples.
Okay. Cool. That was pretty damn successful, not gonna lie. Right, one thing I need to do down here is deploy assault seekers. There we go. Okay. Are we supposed to control them, like? Does it work? Oh, it just flies in a line. Huh. How far does it go? That's got some range. Damn. Right, can't change skill till the cooldown wears off. Okay, so unequip, and next one's a tractor field. There we go. Quite sure what that does. Okay. Gotta do one more. One more. Okay. Right, next one's gravity fields. Okay, so unequip that one. Gravity field. Do 3 of these as well. 30-second cooldown, that's outrageous. one more. And it's back to Harko Village, huh? Oh. Right now. No, still can't. Rude. What am I carrying that's so heavy? Fuel cells, maybe. What? Fuel cells from this one. Okay. That's 91. Let's do the aluminum. Nice. Cool. Take that. Put that in here. 65 of those now, 176 aluminum, making another couple of hundred, which will be good. Right, let's get some more corpses in the death stills. Nice. Okay. So journey-wise, I don't want to follow that one. Maybe that next. What's that one? Oh, that was supposed to be done and we had to go back here. Damn. Okay. So both of those I need to go back to Harko for. That's a shame. That we can't do. So probably keep doing the Tolliver stuff then. Yeah, which is here. What's that? Paper trail. So we need to do that one as well. Get those two done, I think would be good. Gather intelligence. Lost and found. That's the one that we can't do. That's the Mentat one. Almond. Okay. Search of mass correct container. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've been going for just over 4 hours, so that'll wrap it up for this evening. Good progress. We are fully in T5 gear now, apart from our shield and welding torch. Pretty sure we can do the shield now. Look at that. There you go. We've got just enough to do the shield. The torch, no, we're going to be too short. So let's do that. There we go. T5. So the only thing we're missing now really is a T5 welding tool, which would be nice to get because it means that it's actually better for repairing. Right, where is... Mark 3. So that's nice, got a Mark 5 shield now, so that's excellent. So yeah, everything's looking good. Skills wise, we've now got tier 3 of Trooper, tier 3 of Mentat and a capstone. We've got only tier 2 on Planetologist, and we're now working on tier 2 skills with Bene Gesserit, my Swordmaster. So yeah, and we're starting to crack through building up some duraluminum. In terms of the duraluminum, if we look at what we're building next, because I'm not going to build the vehicles quite yet, but that spice melange saves that, and saves that, so it's not that one. These are all spice melange, and saves that, so it's in refineries. Look at the size of that bad boy. Holy crap. That spice melange as well. So we need one of these, which is a spice refinery. So we need 160 duraluminum for that. That's the medium spice refinery. And we also want to start getting ourselves some advanced death stills. Replace the ones we've currently got, because we'll get 45k water instead of 25k, and it takes 50 minutes instead of an hour. So that's going to be key as well, swapping those over, but that's going to require another 150 power. And if we look at utilities, that's another one of these each. Yeah. And in terms of fuel for our generators, we're going to need to make some. Now we've got some water. Make 132. There we go. So we'll get that cooking as well. So there you go. Good progress today. Really good progress. We're into the last tier of stuff in Hager Base, and we just got the vehicles to make and some of the buildings in that final tier before we have to go to the deep desert to progress. But before we go to deep desert, I want to get through all the quests, intel. I want to do everything I can in Hager Base before I head to deep desert, because I just don't need to. So that's the plan. But thanks all for watching. You be watching the Ghost Out, and I'll see you all on Wednesday night for our next scheduled stream, which will be more Dune Awakening. Have a great rest of your evening.